All right, time now for this hour's car review. Mr. Mars drove the 2025 Subaru Forester and hear his feelings about it.
Yeah, so you did the Wilderness last week, so this is a little bit different one. It is part of the 6th gen, but this is new for 2025, and it's the Forester Premium Hybrid all-wheel drive. It is kind of more of a street car versus the Wilderness that we had last week. So the final assembly locations in Japan, there's actually 9 different Foresters, but there's only 4 hybrid, the Premium, Sport, Limited, and Touring, and I had the hybrid for the week that I drove it. Now, this is a small hybrid sport utility, is the way it's classified. Fits in between the Crosstrek and the Outback. Fits in between those 2 different sizes if you're out looking at these. Comes with LED headlights with the automatic height adjustments, which I thought was rather different. And it also has the automatic on-off for the headlights if the windshield wipers come on. If you turn them on, you're automatically getting headlights, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Heated exterior mirrors with a de-icer. You might need that a little up north, not too much down here in Houston. Had a panoramic moonroof to get you more of that outside feeling. Power rear lift gate with a hands-free foot activated close on it. And we were rolling on the 18-inch alloy wheels that come with that premium package. Now, the interior, we had the premium cloth seats, which I liked it a lot better than the leather for this kind of vehicle. They are heated in the front seats. The second row seat is a 60/40. It does recline and it does fold. And up front, we had a 12.3-inch LED digital gauge package all the way across there. Nice and big. You can see anything and everything. And it has 11.6-inch tablet-style multimedia touchscreen. That's where you're going to find your navigation and all your infotainment systems. It's got plenty of USB-C ports. Got a wireless charger on it. I will say, though, the wireless charger, if you're driving, there's nothing really to hold your phone in place, and it will slide on you a little bit, so just be aware of that. Got a rear cargo cover on it so that you keep things out of sight, out of mind whenever you got cargo back there. And up under the hood is a 4-cylinder, 2.5-liter flat-4 boxer type motor with 2 electric motor generators. Now, this is where the hybrid system that comes in. Now, combined, it puts out 194 horsepower, up from 180 on the regular gasoline-only engine. It is still backed by a CVT, but it does have a 6-speed manual mode on it that I kind of didn't mess with much. I didn't think it was why.
Yeah.
It has a tow rating of 1,500 pounds. MPG in the city, the EPA says you should look for about 35, highway 34, combined 35. Now, it has a 16.6-gallon tank, so that means you're going to get about a 580-mile range out of this vehicle with it, even in the hybrid. Now, I drove it 391.6 miles and got 32.3 miles to the gallon. A little bit lower than the rating on it, but I was well pleased with that by all means. Now, one of the great things about it is it's got wide opening doors to make it easy to get in and out. You don't have to climb down in it. You don't have to climb up in it like you do some vehicles. It's also got an insulated front windshield that reduces the road noise. All the controls are easy. Well, some cars you got to kind of fall down into.
Down, yep.
And then you got to climb out of it.
I just want to make sure that we're correct here. You said climb down into it.
Yeah.
Well, I got to climb. It's either climb or fall, and usually it hurts when I fall at this age.
Depends on where you're going, too.
Yeah. It does have a little bit of a firm ride, but that's an all-wheel drive and the suspension that's set up for this vehicle, but it's not quite, I don't think, as firm as the Wilderness ride, but, you're going to have to be the judge of that. Now, the base trim price on this vehicle is $38,015. Now, the base model price, you can get into a Subaru Forester for $31,415. Now, I did note that the premium, the MSRP based on the premium is $34,850, but you go to the hybrid, the one that we're driving, and you're back up to that $38,015, which means you're paying $3,200 to get into that hybrid.
Fall into it.
Just something you got to count on whenever you're calculating, deciding if you want to go that route. The competitors, you're going to find you can go look at the Mazda CX-50 hybrid, $35,499 to start. Honda CR-V's got a hybrid that starts at $36,045. The Kia Sportage has a hybrid that's $30,185. I got a friend that's got a Sportage now, and he's looking to buy a new one, and he's seriously considering this hybrid. I'd like to get my hands on one just so we can kind of test it out a little bit more. Toyota's even got a RAV4 hybrid. So there's lots of things to look at, particularly in that small SUV. If you're looking for a hybrid, there are plenty to look at there, plenty to choose from there. And if you get a chance, drive the Subaru Forester Hybrid.
There you go. Hey, you know what? In Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after a quick break.
As soon as I find it, there it is.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, YouTube, Facebook, and podcasts available from your favorite go-to source, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including driving destinations, Jeff's car culture, latest car news, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's all on InWheelTime.com. Join us. Okay, time now for Jeff's car culture. How to start a car collection.
Yeah,
Jeffrey?
we talked earlier that we've talked about a lot of the car collections around the world, but
Catching, isn't it?
yeah, prior to purchasing cars, it's important to ask yourself questions like, what type of collectibles can I afford? Jay Leno recommends listening to your heart when beginning a car collection, but you don't have his money. So determine your storage solution. Before you start making any purchases, you want to arrange storage locations, especially if you plan to build a collection of more than 4 vehicles. Square footage, location, security, that's all the factors that you really need to consider. Despite popular misconceptions, classic car collecting isn't a hobby reserved for the rich and famous. You can actually start a collection with hot rods and cars for under 10 grand. So there's a market out there. Establish your collection theme. One of the tips for collecting is, what do you want to do? It's got to be cohesive. What sets your collection apart from the random assortment of vehicles? If you're unsure where to begin,
Start with a muffler.
start with a muffler. Prior to purchasing cars, it's important to ask yourself, like, what am I more interested in? Vintage, sports cars, hot rods? What type of collectibles can you afford? So that's the main thing before you even get started. Network with fellow collectors. Be here at the Lupe Tortilla, at the car shows here. Get guidance, get technical advice, get some things from the network people. You're networking with other cars as well. It's invaluable. Don't forget to set a budget. Get caught up with the excitement of the first car, soon to be a collector. Could be a reckless purchase with no decision. Before buying a collector car, build out your collection wish list. Account for maintenance costs. Is that car going to be maintained in that spot? So you got to consider that as well. And lastly, just ask questions. Ask the questions that we all want to know about our hot rods. So get involved in that, network, find out what you're going to do, make a list, check it twice, and start a collection. Sure. Yep. Right.
All different kinds. I don't know how many he's got. Lots. Fill up the entire barn. I know another guy that his car collection is originals, untouched originals, all original. Got to have the paperwork.
Yep.
Numbers matching, the whole line. It's all originals. That's all he's got. He's probably got 75, all originals. One of them is a Ford GT that still has the original wrap on the seats.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
You open the door, everything's all still in plastic. How much is that worth?
Wow.
Yeah. Of course, I don't know how much it costs, probably a lot, but those are the kind of things. I got a Chevy collection.
Yeah.
I got a Chevy collection from the 80s. I got a Buick collection from the 90s.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's the whole collection.
And that's the
thing.
point of it. You know, if you're I like the Novas, the Cougars. the Torinos, things like that. That would be something that you would collect. Other guys do the Ferraris. You got Corvettes.
How much money you got?
Exactly.
All right, time. I'm going to do a review now of the 2025 Kia EV6. There's nobody else listening.
No.
Are you guys listening?
Yeah.
Okay. The Kia EV6 was assembled in West Point, Georgia. Available trim levels include the light long range, wind, GT-Line, and GT. I had the GT-Line long range all-wheel drive with 20-inch wheels. This is an all-electric small SUV, 2-row. Seats including the driver, 5. Exterior changes from last model year, refreshed front and rear styling this year. Exterior features include radically sloped hood with a short overhang. This is a very different looking vehicle. Sharp, distinctive lighting front and rear. Fastback rear design with unique rear sunshade and spoiler. Extra large rear hatch door. What I liked? This, in my opinion, is one of the sharpest looking EVs in the market today. And it's in the SUV form. What could use improvement? I put a big question mark right where I put that question. Okay? Because I don't know. I think it fits a lot of categories. Interior highlights. Sweeping combination display that stretches almost door to door. Attractive, unique center console with a flat phone charger. I really liked it. It sits right there beside you and it's flat and you can look down there and go, who's bothering me right now?
Yeah.
Attractive, unique center console. Comfortable seating with attractive materials. Steering wheel controls are easy to understand and use. You think, well, no, why did he say that? Is he trying to fill time? No, because I drive a new, different car every week. And let me tell you something. Everybody tries to reinvent the wheel, and there's no reason for that. I see slight adjustments and, and we're going to do this over here and do that. But why change the whole thing? Last week, I drove a vehicle that had steering wheel controls that weren't really controls. They were pads to fill in all the blanks. No. You fill in the blanks. I'll tell you whether or not I like it. Cargo, trunk room, small. What I liked, the clamshell hatch that keeps cargo limited to accommodate taller items, but it works for this vehicle. What could use improvement? Nothing. It's an electric motor with 225 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque with a direct drive automatic transmission. There's no transmission. This direct drive electric motors. Tow rating 2,700 pounds, which kind of surprised me.
It's big.
Well, yeah. It's not going to overkill or anything,
No.
but 2,700 pounds, that's it.
Yep.
Pardon me just a minute. Hello? Hi.
Pause the video for
Don't
that.
pause it. No, don't pause it, Mars.
Okay, it's
We're-
going.
We're
It's
on
rolling.
the air, baby.
It's rolling.
Yes, we're on the air. You can listen and hear us on the air. I know. Love you and talk to you soon. Bye.
That was a stockbroker he's talking to.
Yeah, on a Saturday. Yeah, right.
Actually, it was the parole department,
Oh,
and
boy.
they were
checking
checking to
on
see
you.
my
Yeah.
location.
Your ankle monitor fell off.
Manufacturer's miles per gallon E rating is 128 city, 101 highway for a range of 318 miles. And from what I could gather, without trying to do the math and overcomplicate things, it probably gets about, in realistic terms, about 275 miles in a regular everyday drive. I drove it for 502 miles. What I liked about it was the power. What could use improvement? More range and finding a damn Tesla charger. Did
Oh,
I
boy.
say that? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
What ride and handling? Smooth. Although it is heavy, it doesn't feel heavy. It's 4,520 pounds. It's heavy.
That is heavy.
That's big.
Base trim price $58,900. Prices tested $60,000. $740. Base model price $42,900. Competitors, Hyundai Ioniq 5 for $35,000, Chevy Equinox EV for $35,100, and the Nissan Ariya for $39,700. Next week, the Ford Expedition.
If the area is not being produced anymore.
Well, it's not going to be produced anymore.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. EVs are out.
Gasoline hot rods are in.
Well, hybrids are the thing.
Yeah.
And I can't encourage you enough to look at the hybrids because I think that you're going to be very impressed because it gets gas mileage and power all at the same time under one roof.
Under one roof.
Well, and range anxiety shouldn't be an issue with the hybrid either.
And neither should finding a damn plug-in charger.
That's true.
And don't get me started on
Don't
that.
get them started.
Well, go ahead and get me started because I could go the next hour and a half
I know.
and tell you about
Good. EVs.
Mars. Have you had any of those?
No.
EVs?
Uh-huh. Well, you know what? I'm going to make a request that you get them back to back to back.
I'm pretty well now.
You can use all the electricity in
Yeah.
in that area.
Hey,